Alright, howdy peeps and peoples. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. What I'm doing here today is, well, this is the evening after I throw them trees down to get Roger and Stevie and Robin over here logging. but the pressure's not let up. Now what I've done is I've snuck out the skid road just a little bit. What's going to be the skid road heading to Stevie's yard up here. And Big Daddy's over here, and him and Stevie is currently working on the tiny yard. And they're already starting to, Roger's skidding some off of me, and they're already starting to work their way down off the tiny yard, heading down this skid road that's going to head through this valley down here. And I have got to get these trees, they're up on a little knob, and I can't get up on a knob with Brutus without doing a bunch of excavating. And there's only like four big trees up here. So, and I could get them down low, and if I throw them down low, see how them trees are coming down now? If I get the big trees down low, one to there, that Veneer tree, that, well, the Veneer candidate, we'll see what happens once it gets down, whether or not it's Veneer. But then on the other part, the other three trees going down that haul road. And the idea is I want to splat them all down. I want to splat them down on the ground, and I want to jump on Brutus, get them topped, get them cleaned up before Big Daddy works his way down there with the bulldozer. He's trying to make his skid road heading down over the hill, and I want to make sure I get these down, cleaned up, and keep rolling back this skinny valley here. Because here's what's happening. If you don't get all the trees on the ground before they get there on a skid road like it's here, what'll end up happening is everybody be in each other's hair. And they'll be trying to skid through here while I'm trying to drop trees, and what happens is everybody just ends up waiting on each other. So I'm kind of racing against the clock, and I'm trying to get this stuff thrown down and keep them in wood so every time Roger gets to me, he's got another tree to drag out. So I keep ahead of him to where he can't never quite catch me, and then him and Big Daddy can work on this skid road through the valley down here, because there's quite a bit of wood going to come out of here. Tony's wood, and John's wood, and there's one more landowner here, but I forget her name. Janice? Is it Janice? I can't remember, but it's John's sister. So might be on her right now, but anyways, but all this wood's coming up through this valley to Stevie's going to yard it there and then load it on Tiny and haul it into Big Mama, into the boom. So I need to keep things moving here and keep this wood on the ground, keep enough buffer between me and the skidder man while we're going through this skinny valley to keep them behind me, keep them out of harm's way, and keep the wood to them, to where by the time I get to the back, I can spread out, set up on a good hillside, and start cutting timber properly on a hillside before everybody catches up to me. It's just, and with these moves and the stuff we've been going through and this hand cut and these big freaks and stuff like that, it all adds up together to hog up enough time where I can't stay away. I can't stay ahead of the crew, what the problem is. And this is a big white oak tree. We're going to see if it veneers. It's got to be a perfect tree if it's going to veneer. And what I'm feeling is a little bit of soft heart in there, and that's not good. Down over here, you see how that steep little bank is? Down there in the bottom, to my right of my screen, that's where the skid road's coming down off this hill. So if you can see the way these trees are leaning, I mean, they're going to splat right down the middle of the road. There's going to be a mess down there. And if I don't get these down ahead of time and get them cleaned up and slung out of the way and sorted, that's mess that's going to be right in the middle of the skid road when everybody's down here trying to skid. So I got to get them down. I got to clean this mess up. And that's why it's crucial. That's why this whole time thing is crucial. It's not. I'm not just trying to make drama for y'all. I've got to get this done and get moved on. And this ground's so soft, I'm not going to take Brutus and go chewing around this ground to get up here to cut these 4 trees. I'm just going to chuck them with the saw, get them off the bank. Puddin's running fine now. He's a little bit, he don't have the best compression, and that's because of, I think when I rebuilt the saw this winter, I think I was a little, well, inexperienced. You know, probably did something wrong and come up a little shy on the compression. That white oak here had a lot of head lean to it. Now this is a shoe-marred red oak. We're gonna whack into him, and I think this one goes pretty good. He's leaning away. Now the north is down over the hill. The hill's basically a north-facing slope, and your sun grows in the south. So, and I'm at the top of the knob. Now when you get up the top of the knob on a north-facing slope, trees at the top of the knob tends to lean back towards the south. So if it ain't going to be this one, it'll be the next one. I'll start having to fight these trees and do tricks and play and stuff like that to try to get them down over the hill against their will. And another thing going on here is John, he's a smart dude, and he works on dirt bikes and stuff like that, and mountain bikes and stuff like that. And he's got a track, like a test track that runs through here, and I don't think you can quite see it, but I'm trying to keep these trees out of his dirt bike track or mountain bike track, because he's done a pretty good job on it, and I don't want to destroy any of that. I don't want him to have to put it back or us to have to put it back. I don't want nobody having to spend time to do things that's not necessary to be done. When a little bit of what they call it, an ounce of prevention's a pound of cure. Now here's another shoe-marred red oak. Yeah, I think it's the one to really tie into. There's a little crappy beech I'm gonna try to whack down, get the heck out of here. Damn thing shouldn't even be growing here. Stupid beech. Beech just gets on my nerves. Now what I think I end up doing here, we'll see how it plays out, but I think I start to put a Dutchman, a swinging Dutchman on it. And the problem is, or some people call it a sitz wheel or whatever, but the problem is it's got so much side lean it barely wants to go. It's red oak. It's got top weight that's just heavy top weight, medium density wood, so it don't hold up off your saw real good, but it does okay. But the weight, the top weight, bent tops on red oak tree. See how I'm sawing in the hinge? Trying to make a step for that bottom of that tree to sit down on to get it started forwards is what the idea behind all this is. And there's another one, but I think this tree is heavier up top to the right hand side of the tree like it is. It's heavier top weight to the side than what I give it credit for, and it sets down on my saw here in a second. You can see me get like tack on it, and then I have to fight the saw. And here I'm going to come in and make another score on the bottom side. Now what that does, that gives that tree room to lean down into that saw curve. And what it'll do up top is it'll really throw the head weight down over and into the forward position, because the tree's actually leaning to the right real hard and actually has a little back lean to it also. And I made a pile of mess down there, I'm telling you. Look at that. They got to put that skid road right through that thing. So I need to get this little beach down. I need to get my stuff put back together, get on Brutus, get Brutus down there and start sorting them tops out and stuff like that, and get ready for that skid road to get down through there. But couple of them put up a pretty good little fight. And like I said, we need to get this done. Some guys can get down through here, and then we could roll on and get a little farther back and get set up, prepped, and ready to go for setting up an actual hillside and start laying some wood out. Look at this white oak stump. If that son of a buck would have veneered, look at that. Look at the hole in that thing. Stump's good, but the hole in the butt, it's not going to make it. Not even close. I think they might have butt a couple feet off of it, but I ain't going to clean up in a couple feet. That's a 4-foot hole. Not diameter and length. Thanks everybody for watching. Everybody have a wonderful day. Come check back in. We'll see where we're at on the next one. Leave me likes and comments, all that mess, and don't forget to leave me a comment and see what's up, and go to shoploggerway.com. Thanks everybody, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to smile.